Okay, let's get into your reading, Taurus. The person you're going to marry is already close to you, not coming from somewhere far away, not someone you haven't met yet, not someone who exists only in the future, already close, already in your life in some form. And I know what you're doing right now. You're already running through the list. You're already thinking of faces and names and wondering which one it is. And your guides want me to tell you something before you land on the wrong answer. It might be someone you've been overlooking. Someone who has been consistent in your life in a way that blended into the background. Someone whose presence you've gotten so used to that you stopped seeing it clearly. And this person, the one who is already close, already there, already loving you in ways you might not have fully registered, is wealthy, built, someone who has created something real in the world. And they are planning to marry you. And the shock is not the wealthy part or the marriage part. The shock is how close they already are. Drop a comment right now and say, I claim this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, first oracle card. This person has been in your orbit long enough to know the real you, and they chose the real you. And your guides led with this because it's the most important thing about the choosing, because this person didn't choose a first impression. They didn't choose the version of you that everyone sees in the first meeting. The managed version, the presented version. They chose the real you because they've been close enough, long enough to have seen it. And the real you, the complicated, layered, has bad days and good days, not always perfect real you, is what they decided on. And being chosen by someone who knows your real version and chose it anyway is a completely different thing from being chosen by someone who only knows the surface version. Okay, second oracle card. Their wealth is not the main thing. Their love is, and the love has been building quietly for longer than you know. And your guides want to reorder the things you're probably focusing on. Because when the word wealthy appears, that becomes the thing that gets all the attention. And your guides are saying, the wealth is real and it matters, but it's not the first thing. The love is the first thing. And the love has been building in this person for longer than you know. Quietly, without announcement, in the specific way that feelings build in someone who is close enough to see you clearly and keeps finding more to love each time they look. And the wealth will change your material life, and that's not nothing, but the love is what changes everything else. Okay, third oracle card. You might have already sensed something from them, a quality of attention that felt like more than friendship, and your guides are asking you to check in with something. Because there might be a person in your life right now, someone already close, already familiar, from whom you've sensed something. A quality of attention that didn't quite fit the category you'd put them in. A look that lasted a beat too long. An effort they made that went beyond what the situation required. A specific care they showed that you noticed and then explained away. And your guides are saying, stop explaining it away. The thing you sensed was real. And what you sensed is the love that has been building in someone close to you for longer than you realized. Okay, fourth oracle card. The shock of how close they are is part of the gift. The universe hid them in plain sight. And I love this oracle card because it explains the how. Because you might wonder, how could someone this significant be this close without me knowing? How could I have missed it? And your guides are saying, you didn't miss it. The universe hid them in plain sight, deliberately, because the most significant person in your life, arriving as the shock of already being there, is one of the most beautiful things the universe does. It lets the relationship build naturally, without the pressure of knowing what it's going to become, without the performance of two people who know they're being watched by fate, just two people who are already close, becoming something more. Okay, fifth oracle card. The marriage is not a distant maybe. The intention is formed and the path is being cleared. And your guides want to remove the uncertainty from this. Because marriage is a big word. And when we hear it, we often cushion it with someday, maybe, if everything works out. And your guides are not cushioning it. The marriage intention is already formed in this person. They've thought about it specifically. They've considered the life they want with you. And the path to making it real is being cleared in their own internal world, in the practical things they're arranging, in the direction they're moving. And the marriage is not a distant maybe. It's a formed intention in the process of becoming real. Okay, sixth oracle card. The wealth they bring is a foundation they want to share, not a power they want to hold over you. And this oracle card is one of the most important ones. Because wealth can feel like a power imbalance. And your guides want to address that directly. Because what this person wants to do with what they have is share it. Not hold it above the relationship, not use it as leverage. Share it, build with it, direct it toward the life you build together. The way a person directs their resources toward the thing they've decided is the most important thing in their world. The Lovers, the Emperor, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the Hermit reversed, the Sun, the World, 10 cards. And I want to take my time with every single one of them. The Lovers first. And the Lovers is always first when the connection is the real kind. Because the Lovers is not the attraction card. I'll say it every time because it matters. The Lovers is the recognition card. The soul level, there you are. I have been looking for this specific person knowing. And the Lovers appearing first is the cards confirming that what this person feels for you is not circumstantial love, not proximity love, not they were there and so were you love. Soul recognition. The specific, this is the one knowing that doesn't depend on timing or circumstance or anything external. It just knows, and it has been knowing from the moment they first encountered you. And the Emperor is them, built, established. Someone who created something lasting in the world through real effort and real discipline. And the Emperor is not someone who pursues carelessly. They evaluate, they observe, they take their time, and they've been taking their time with you, which is why you might not have seen it clearly yet, because their pace is deliberate, and deliberate people don't rush the most important decision of their lives. And the most important decision of their lives is you. And they are almost ready to move. And the Two of Cups, is the mutuality of it. Because I want you to know this is not one-sided. The Two of Cups is two people, both feeling it, both in it. And the Two of Cups appearing here tells me that what this person feels for you has something to land in on your side. Because you feel something too, even if you haven't named it yet, even if you've been explaining it away as friendship or familiarity, you feel something. And the Two of Cups is the cards showing you that when the moment of honesty comes, when both of you finally say what's actually true, you're going to find yourselves on the same page in a way that surprises both of you. And the Four of Wands is the wedding. The actual, real, witnessed, celebrated, two people choosing each other in front of the world wedding. And I want to say that without softening it, because the card is saying it without softening it. The Four of Wands in this spread is not the energy of a relationship that might head toward commitment someday. It's the energy of a commitment that's already on its way. And the wedding it's describing is real and coming. And it has your name in it and the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is the complete life. And I want to describe what the Ten of Cups actually feels like to live in. Because it's more than happiness. It's the specific feeling of a life where nothing fundamental is missing, where the love is real and the security is real and the home is warm and the people you love are okay. And the Ten of Cups in this reading is the destination, the place where the close person, the wealthy, loving person, the one the universe hid in plain sight, takes the relationship when it finally becomes what it's always been heading toward. And that destination has your names both in it. And the Ace of Pentacles, is the material beginning, the specific, tangible, this is actually happening, opening of the abundance chapter. And the Ace of Pentacles in this reading is the wealth of this person becoming part of your shared life. Not something that exists separately, something that gets combined with who you are and what you bring and becomes the foundation the Ten of Cups life is built on. And aces grow, they don't stay small. And what the Ace of Pentacles is planting is going to become something that changes what's possible for you permanently. And the star is every quiet hope you've had about love. Every time you hoped for the real thing, the loving, stable, wealthy in every sense of the word version. And every time you tucked that hope away because it felt like too much to believe in. The star kept every one of those hopes for you. And the star is here now, confirming every single one was always pointing at something real. And the real thing is close, already close. And the hoping was never too much. It was just ahead of the arrival time. And the Hermit reversed is the most specific card in this spread about what's about to shift. Because the Hermit is the person alone in the cave, withdrawn, keeping something private, sitting with feelings that haven't been shared yet. And the Hermit reversed is the cave door opening, the withdrawal ending, the private thing finally ready to come out. And in this reading, the Hermit reversed is this close person, the one who's been sitting with what they feel for you in the privacy of their own interior, finally ready to let it out. The Hermit reversed is the moment they stop holding it in and start letting you in on what's actually been there this whole time. And the sun is the joy of all of this arriving. Because there's a specific feeling that comes when love that's been close all along finally becomes real, and it's the sun, not just happiness. The specific warm relief of something that was always right there, finally being seen for what it is. And the sun in this reading is the feeling of both of you on the other side of the revealing, understanding that it was always going to be this person, that the closeness was never a coincidence, that the universe knew exactly what it was doing the whole time. And the world is the most complete card in the deck, and it's last for a reason, because the world is the full circle, the everything coming together, the old version of your life, the one where this person was close but not yet fully seen as what they are, completing, and the new version beginning with them beside you, with the Four of Wands celebrated, with the Ten of Cups built, with the Ace of Pentacles foundation underneath. And the world being here is the universe's most complete yes to the love, to the wealth, to the marriage, to the fact that someone who was already close was always the one. Okay, tea leaf cards, 7 of them. First tea leaf card, the specific way they've been showing love without calling it love, the signs that were always there. And your guides want to help you see backward for a moment because this person has already been showing you love. Not in the dramatic, announced, this is definitely love way, in the quiet, consistent, this is just how I am with you way. The checking in that went beyond what was required. The remembering of small things you mentioned once and never expected anyone to hold on to. The showing up in the specific moments where someone who was just a friend might not have bothered. And all of those things were the love. Showing up in the only language that felt safe before the love was named. Next tea leaf card, the moment you look at them differently and something shifts in how you see them, and there's a moment coming, a specific one, where you look at this person, the familiar one, the already close one, and something shifts like a lens adjusting. And suddenly the person you've been seeing as one thing shows up as something else entirely. And the feeling in that moment is not a new feeling. It's an old feeling that you finally have a name for. And the moment of the lens adjusting is the moment your own heart catches up to what it already knew. Next tea leaf card, them building up to saying something, the feeling of it close to the surface, and something is building in them. You can probably feel it if you pay attention, a quality in how they've been around you lately that has a different weight to it. Like there's something just below the surface that keeps almost coming out, and they're building up to it. Finding the moment, working up the courage that saying something this real requires. And the build has been going on for a while now, and it's getting to the point where the holding it in is harder than the saying it. And the saying it is very close. Next tea leaf card, the conversation that changes everything and how it begins. And the conversation is coming. And your guides want you to know how it begins, because it doesn't begin with a grand declaration. It begins quietly, almost like a normal conversation. And then something shifts in the middle of it. A word they use, a feeling they let through, something in their eyes when they say a certain thing. And you'll realize this isn't a normal conversation anymore. And once that realization lands, everything that follows is going to feel like the most important conversation you've ever had with another person. Next tea leaf card, the wealth becoming visible in the life you build together, and what changes first. And here's what changes first when the wealth becomes part of your shared life. Not the big things first, the small things. The specific quality of not having to calculate everything, of not having to brace against the financial worry that lives in the background of most people's lives. And that specific relief, the not calculating, not bracing, things are actually okay relief, is what you notice first before the bigger changes. Just the quiet, profound relief of the financial weight lifting off of everything. Next tea leaf card, people around you noticing the shift before you've announced anything. And it's going to show before you've told anyone, before the announcement, before the Four of Wands is public. It's going to show in you in a lightness, in a settledness, in the specific quality of someone who has realized that the person they're going to marry was already close, was already there, has been there this whole time. And the people who know you are going to feel it before you've said a word. They're going to ask, what's different? You seem different. And the answer is that the person who was already close just became the person who is yours. And the last tea leaf card, you and this person in the life you're building, and the specific ordinary moment where you understand it was always going to be them. And your guides ended here because this is the most beautiful image in the whole reading. You and this person in the ordinary life, not a dramatic moment, a Tuesday, something unremarkable. And in the middle of that ordinary Tuesday, you look at them, the person who was already close, the person the universe hid in plain sight, and you understand, oh, it was always going to be them. And everything before, every time you were near them without seeing it fully, every time they were showing love without calling it love, all of it makes sense now. And the understanding arrives not as a surprise, but as the most natural, of course, in the world. Okay, final messages from your guides. 7 of them. Start looking at the people already close to you with new eyes. 1 of them is looking at you with love. And your guides put this first because it's the most actionable thing they can say. Start looking at the people already close to you with new eyes, because 1 of them is looking at you with love right now, and you might have been looking back with familiarity when what they deserve is to be looked at with awareness. So look again at the person who checks in consistently, at the one who remembers things, at the one whose attention has a quality to it that doesn't quite fit the category you've put them in. Look again with new eyes, because what you see might change everything. Next, final card. Don't let familiarity blind you to what's actually standing in front of you. And this is the caution your guides most want you to hold. Because familiarity is a specific kind of blindness. It makes the extraordinary look ordinary. It makes the significant feel like background. It makes the person who has been loving you look like just a person who has been around. And your guides are asking you to consciously override the familiarity and look at this person as if for the first time. Because what you see when you look that way is not the familiar person you've categorized. It's the person who has been choosing to love you in the only way available to them while they waited for you to see it. Next, final card. Be open to the conversation when it comes. Don't deflect what they're trying to say. And this is the most important preparation your guides can offer. When the conversation comes, when this close person starts to say the real thing, don't deflect, don't change the subject. Don't laugh it off or make it smaller than it is. Let them say it fully. And when they've said it, take a breath before you respond. And respond from the honest place, not the surprised place, not the this is a lot place, the honest place. Because this person built up to this for a long time. And what they say deserves your full, honest presence. Next final card. The wealth is real, but the love is what matters. Receive both without ranking them, and your guides want to address the thing that might trip you up. The wealth, because when you find out who this person is, when the close person reveals the full picture of what they bring, there's a risk that the wealth becomes the thing you focus on, either overvaluing it or feeling complicated by it. And your guides are saying, receive both equally. The love and the wealth, the heart and the foundation, not one more than the other, not ranking them because they arrived together from the same person who loves you and has built something, both together for you. Next final card. Trust the closeness as proof. The universe doesn't put the right person far from you. And this final message is the one your guides most want you to carry. Trust the closeness, because the universe doesn't make you search endlessly for the right person. It places them close, in your circle, in your life, within reach. And the fact that the person who is going to marry you is already close to you is not a coincidence. It's the design, the deliberate, this is how it was always going to work design, and trusting it. Trusting that the right person doesn't have to come from far away, that they can be exactly where you already are, is the posture that lets the connection become everything it's meant to be. Next final card. Save this and drop a comment. Tell me who came to mind when you heard how close they already are. Save this reading right now. Bookmark it. Share it today, because when you share something like this, what comes back is tenfold. And drop a comment right now. Who came to mind when I said they're already close? Because I think you already know. A face appeared, maybe someone you dismissed immediately. That's too familiar. That's just a friend. That can't be them. And your guides are saying, look again. So drop a comment and tell me who came to mind. And come back when the conversation happens. Come back when the close person becomes the person. And tell me what it felt like when the shock of how close they already were finally landed. And the very last card, you will marry this wealthy, loving person. And the shock is not who they are, it's how close they already are to you. You will marry this wealthy, loving person, and the shock is not who they are. It's how close they already are to you. And your guides saved this for last because it's the whole reading in one breath. The lovers confirmed the soul recognition. The Emperor showed who they are, built, deliberate, loving. The Two of Cups confirmed the mutuality. You feel something too. The Four of Wands confirmed the wedding, real and coming. The Ten of Cups showed the complete life built together. The Ace of Pentacles opened the material door. The Star confirmed every hope was accurate. The Hermit reversed showed them about to let you in. The sun showed the joy of the plain sight person finally being seen, and the world completed the old chapter and began the new one. And the new one starts with the most ordinary, extraordinary surprise. The person who was already there turning out to be the person, the wealthy, loving, already close, building toward marriage person. And they have been right there this whole time, and you are about to see it. And when you do, when the lens adjusts and the familiar face becomes the face, the shock is going to be the most beautiful shock of your entire life. Okay, to bring this home, you will marry this wealthy, loving person, and you'd be shocked how close they already are to you. And the cards showed us everything. Your guides told us this person has been in your orbit long enough to know the real you, and they chose the real you. That their wealth is not the main thing, their love is. And it's been building quietly for longer than you know. That you might have already sensed something from them, a quality of attention that felt like more than friendship. That the shock of how close they are is part of the gift. The universe hid them in plain sight. That the marriage is not a distant maybe, the intention is formed and the path is being cleared, and that the wealth they bring is a foundation they want to share, not a power they want to hold over you. The lovers confirmed the soul level recognition underneath everything. The Emperor showed who they are, built, established, deliberate in everything they do. The Two of Cups confirmed the mutuality. This is not one-sided. The Four of Wands confirmed the wedding, witnessed, celebrated, real. The Ten of Cups showed the complete nothing missing life as the destination. The Ace of Pentacles opened the material door, the abundance entering your life. The Star confirmed every hope about love and security was always pointing at something real. The Hermit reversed showed them about to let you in, the cave door opening. The Sun showed the joy of the plain sight person finally being fully seen, and the world completed everything. Old chapter done, new one beginning. And the tea leaf cards showed the specific ways they've been showing love without calling it love. The moment you look at them differently and the lens adjusts, them building up to saying something that keeps rising to the surface, the conversation that begins quietly and changes everything, the wealth becoming visible in your shared life in the small ways first, the people around you noticing the shift before you've announced anything, and you on an ordinary Tuesday finally understanding it was always going to be them. Start looking at the people already close to you with new eyes. One of them is looking at you with love. Don't let familiarity blind you to what's standing in front of you. Be open to the conversation when it comes. Don't deflect what they're trying to say. The wealth is real, but the love is what matters. Receive both without ranking them, and trust the closeness as proof. The universe doesn't put the right person far from you. All of it confirming you will marry this wealthy, loving person. And the shock is not who they are. It's how close they already are. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this. And my person is already close, and I see them with new eyes, and the marriage is coming, because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and drop a comment and tell me who came to mind when you heard how close they already are. I want to know if this resonated. Please give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.